Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a distance-based score system in Unity. Step 1, you want to create an empty game object, and then step 2, you want to create a text mesh pro object. And now step 3 for the code, you want to define the game object we made, and you want to also define a text mesh pro UGI and create another game object for a text and also a float called distance. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting our distance float to equal the position of the start position, and we're going to be adding that with the player's position on the x-axis. And that's it for all the steps. If you need the code walkthrough, here it is now. Okay, so I have a fairly simple scene. I have just made a text mesh pro object, so I'll show you. You can just press UI text mesh pro, and then for the game object just go create empty right here called start pause, reset the timer, or not the timer, the position, and that's good. Okay, and now you just go to the text up here, anchor it, and I'm just going to change the font to F forward, and now we're ready to start coding. Okay, so I just deleted all the code that comes with creating a script, and I added, the only thing I've added is using TM Pro. Make sure you have this or else it's not going to work. And so we're going to start off by declaring a few variables. First thing we need is a public game object. It doesn't have to be public, you can make it private. And we're going to call it start pause. Start pause, this will be our start position. And then we need a text mesh pro UGI. This will be our text, so score text, and then a public game object for our text, so score text object. Last thing we need is a private float called distance. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this distance and converting it into a string, which the score text is going to display on the score text object. And the distance is going to be based off of the distance of the start position and the player character. So let's go and void start, and we're gonna go get our the text mesh pro component of the score text object. So score text equals score text object dot get component score no text mesh pro UGI. And now in void update, we want distance equals start position dot transform dot position dot x, and we want to add that with this dot position dot transform dot position dot x. And so yeah, so this will just be, this refers to the player character, and I need to put a semicolon. And the last line we need is score text dot text. Make sure you don't forget the text, the dot text at the end. And we want to do equals distance to string and parentheses. And here we're gonna put F1. This specifies the amount of numbers or digits after the decimal point. After, I don't know, after or before, plus M. You can have, I think that should just do it. You can, I think you can, yeah, you can put feet or meters or whatever you want here. I'm just gonna leave it as M, and let's see if it works. Okay, so I'm back in the scene, and where is the script? So I've attached it to the player character, and I'm just gonna go feed it start plus and score text. I should have titled it something there. Okay, and now I'm gonna press play. Hopefully it does it. And it does not do it. It's not working. Why is it not working? Alright, I found out why it's not working. So this should be parentheses end here and plus M, like that. Now if I press play, yeah, you can see. So of course you don't want negative distance, so to fix that you can just go to start position and just drag it. So I'm going to go to the edge of my level right here, so it's 0 0, and yeah. Now you go back, the score decreases, and you go forward, it increases, and you stand still, it's still. So that's it. Yeah, bye.